Okay, so now you're probably wondering which muscle you should be training 7 days a week for optimal results, right? Because 7 days a week, that means every single day without any rest. Obviously resting in between each day, but that's still not very much. Commonly people estimate that once you train a muscle, you should wait at least 48 hours before training it again. So this is completely contradictory, but I'm just going to be explaining which muscle it is and why I think this is quite an effective strategy, even if you don't have to take this so seriously that you actually implement this advice and take it 7 days and train this muscle 7 days a week. But you can still just take this philosophy in mind. First of all, before I reveal which muscle it is, which you can train 7 times a week, I just want to explain the basic concepts which you must understand in order for you to understand why it's possible for you to train a muscle so frequently, right? So basically, the smaller a muscle is, the less general fatigue it causes your body. So imagine you hit like a heavy leg day, right? Then that's a lot of just fatigue for your body in general, and you're going to be sore and stuff. But with smaller muscles, there's less just central nervous fatigue involved, so therefore you can train it more often. And therefore the muscle which I'm talking about, which I've been talking about so far, is the side delt, the muscle trained by lateral raises and shoulder press, right? So I'm particularly talking about hitting lateral raises because that's what I've really been optimizing recently. Because you know when you see some physiques which look aesthetic and they have like those shoulders which kind of pop out of the sides and they like differentiate from the arm they come out from the arm, right? And yeah, that's what lateral raises builds. I've personally seen this. I've started doing more lateral raises recently, and I've personally seen like this part of my shoulder grow. And obviously everybody knows that how important lateral raises are, and I've always known this, but I've realised that I was only training them, like maybe around 3 times a week, which is even quite a lot even then, but still, you can hit them with a lot of volume and a lot of frequency, which is what I'm trying to say. So basically, I've made my priority doing lateral raises and doing just back movements because I'm trying to grow the back and the side delts for the aesthetics. So that is basically the tip. So train this muscle often. I wouldn't actually recommend training it. This is a slight disclaimer. I wouldn't recommend training it 7 times a week because you might run into injury issues, stuff like that. But the point is just train it more often, yeah, and then you'll see better results because it's so important. And people undertrain their side delts so much. So lateral raises will get you there. I just do dumbbells. You can do cables. It doesn't really matter. So it's just hard, just quite a lot of sets. They can take a lot of volume and recover. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. And for my signature line, keep trading calisthenics.